Right. As we continue with LaTeX typesetting, we consider advanced styling and customization in LaTeX. In this case, previously we had looked at different types of styling and everything, but then things can be made way better and more sophisticated, and that is the essence for this video. So, advanced styling and customization in LaTeX. Our learning objectives include the following: to personalize document aesthetics like fonts, spacing, colors, and sectioning, incorporate multilingual typesetting and correct typography. Yeah, say you want to use LaTeX in Japanese or German or things like that, or other languages. That's the kind of thing we are considering here. You can embed and style source code with listings or minted. Then you can create custom commands and reusable environments for consistency. Then deliver a polished multi-section technical report. Okay, so our mini project in this case will be to do a polished multi-section technical report. Straight up, we talk about some starter templates, talking about engines, packages, and structure. So straight up, we have, of course, like you have a document class, 11 points, A4 paper article as usual. Then, of course, don't forget, if you don't want article, it could be a report, it could be a book, it could be Beamer for making slides. I guess we'll get to talk about that at some point. Then coming to core typography, so you can use package. Of course, we need to talk about geometry. So this one makes a margin of 1 inch across. That's left and right, up and down on each page. That's what that does. Then use package microtype. But this is better for kerning and protrusion. To beautify the document. Then you can do set space. We've looked at set space a couple of times. So here you talk about line spacing controls. So and you can have 1/2 spacing. You can also have double, I think it's double spacing. Yeah. 1/2 spacing and double spacing. Then you can have language and quotes. So you can choose one stack. We'll see as we go on for sure. Then you can use packages, use package CS quotes. In this case, this is for context aware quotes. Then talking about colors and hyperlinks now. Colors and hyperlinks. So in this case, you use package X color and you make it better by using the VIPS names. And then use package hyperref, that's for hyperreferencing. Color links true, link color midnight blue, site color forest green, URL color royal blue. So it means that when you want to use a link, you see color midnight blue that shows links. If you cite, you have forest green, and for URL color, you have royal blue. So and the essence is that every link you see like that, you click on it, it takes you to where the site, I think. For site color, you click on it, it takes you to the reference in the bibliography. For URL, you click on it also, it takes you to I guess the website or something like that. So then we have section formatting, which can be optional, by the way. So in this case, you can use package title sec, and then you have that's title section, and you have title format section, large, BF series, color midnight blue. So of course you can change this color and all this numbering, and you can still have title format. If you don't want to do it in section, you can do it in subsection. So you have large BF series, color royal blue, the section 0.5. So you pick one of the two, I think, if you want to do section as okay, of course, this is for section, this is for subsection, right? Then you can also have codes. Codes here, you choose listings or minted. We're going to see that as we move on. So use package listings, or you can use package minted. So package minted requires shell escape, as we will see that later on. Then for fonts now, you have engine specific fonts like so here you have use package Fontspec, and that goes with XA LaTeX or lower LaTeX only. Then you have set main font Tech Jaya Pagela. So you can set main font this way. You can set sans font Inter, set mono font JetBrains mono, and then you have custom commands and environments. Custom commands and environment possible. So use package T-box, T-color box. Not to worry, by the time we do the mini project, you have a full grasp of this whole thing, because you have the PDF outcome and see how each part contributes to the final result. But these are bits and pieces of the things that come together to give you that beautiful, whatever a beautiful result you get at the end of the day. So you have TCB set, callback, gray exclamation 3, call frame gray, exclamation 35, box through 0.4 points, arc is 3 point, left is 8 point, right 8 point, top 6 point, bottom 6 point. Then you have new environment note, begin T color box, text VF note, end T color box. Then you have new command code and all of that. Then title. So here we're talking about advanced styling and customization in LaTeX. Then author, you put your name date, you put the date today or whatever date you want to put. Begin document and make title is what makes what this one come. If you remove the make title, you won't see the title. You just see other things apart from the title. Then begin abstract now. So if you are writing like a paper or thesis or whatever, you can have abstract. So you have a concept abstract, summarizing goals, methods, and key outcomes. So that comes between begin abstract and end abstract. Then you can have a section called introduction. So you have brief context, contributions and structure. Then section, you have a main section which contains your content. Then you have section which is conclusion. So you have key takeaways and future work. Then here you have bibliography style, which is plain, or BibLaTeX or Babel. See your project needs. Then you have bibliography refs, if using BibTeX, and then you can end that. Okay. So now we have engine notes, Lua LaTeX, or XC LaTeX. They give modern fonts via Fontspec and robust multilingual support. Then PDF LaTeX, which is like the popular one, I think, that gives you the classic workflow, which use input ink and font ink and predefined type 1 fonts. Okay. And then we move on to fonts via Fontspec, like we saw up here, right? Which are more modern fonts. So fonts via Fontspec. So you have things like so this one requires Lua LaTeX or X LaTeX. So use package Fontspec. So that's Fontspec, right? So system or packaged fonts replace with installed names. So you can set main font to be, say, text, Jaya, Pagella, Ligatures, Tech, stylistic set equals on numbers, old style or proportional. Then you set sans font, interscale, match lowercase, set mono font, which you just means mono, and all this. So you can have all of this going on with Fontspec. So here, so you have some tips. So if you use match scale equals match lowercase to you can use scale equals match lowercase to harmonize X height across families. Then you can prefer fonts designed for to match your text face when using Unicode math. So here now, okay, I think this shouldn't be here. Let me get it out of that place. Okay. Now, if stuck on PDF LaTeX, if PDF LaTeX is all you have to use, then you can use package T1 font and that's like the regular thing we've been doing. Use package UTF-8 for input and coding. Then use package MathPuzzle. That's Palatino like I think that's some kind of font, or you can use package L modern for Latin modern. That's more commonly used in this series. Okay, then let's go for language now. So talking about language, um, basically we have Babel and Polyglossia. So option A is Babel, for instance. It is PDF LaTeX friendly, also works with Lua or XC LaTeX. So here you can use package English and German, Japanese. That's so you use package Babel, right? Then you can specify what language you want, be it English and German or Japanese. All right. Then you can use package CS quotes and select language English out of these packages. Now you now select language English. If you want, you can switch languages. So language switches. So you can have foreign language like N German. That's something like you want to write Ein Kurza de Satz. I don't know what that is in German. And then you have begin other language. That's Japanese. This is Nihongo no. I don't know what what this is, but this is Nihongo. Nihongo means Japanese. No is off. So I don't know maybe Gango, I'm not sure what that is. Okay. So that you can begin other language and end other language like that. Okay. So you have option B. For option B now, that talks about polyglossia. So Polyglossia, which is best for XE or Lua LaTeX, which integrates with Fontspec. So here you use package Polyglossia, set default language English, uh, set other languages. You can set German or Japanese, new font family / Japanese font. You can have Noto Serif, CJKJP, not new font family or Japanese font. You can have Noto Sans CJKJP, and the usage will be something like / Japanese font, and then you can have Nihongo no something something. I don't know what that is also. So guidelines now. So you can use both. You either pick Babel or Polyglossia, not both. Then you can pair Polyglossia with Fontspec and pair Babel with either engine. So Babel works with uh, either any of the engines you choose. Okay. Then we have quotes, hyphenation, and punctuation conventions. All right. So here we have you can use package CS quotes. Can use package CS quotes, which is smart and language aware for smart and language aware quotes. Then you can make outer quotes, which is optional. So you can type like this to get proper quotes. So you can type like this to get proper quotes. Then talking about dashes, so you can have double small dash to get n dash. That is maybe for ranges like 10 to 20. Then you can have that longer dash, that's m dash, which is a site. Like so this is usually used when you want to break two, maybe you want to break a word and continue. You want to suspend something you're saying, give a context and continue later. That's what m dashes are used for. Mm, it's particularly popular most of the times when you write in using AI, there's a lot of M dashes used. And I think that's not so I mean it should be used minimally, right? So, but of course you should know its use. So of course the single dash is just normal hyphen. So maybe if you are doing something like so maybe something like uh disaster reading region, disaster reading, that's disaster hyphen reading, okay, something like that. But n dash, that's hyphen, but n dash is for range and m dash is for breaking sentences. So then for non-breaking spaces, if you want to tie numbers and units or names together, say you want to have like 50, so whatever happens, you don't want the prof 50 and kg to be split up to maybe to go to another line. So use this tilde sign to make sure they are together no matter what happens. Same for Prof Smith. If you don't want Smith Prof to be on a line and Smith goes to the next line, for maybe no matter what happens, so you use this tilde to be sure you have non-breaking spaces. Okay. And there's hyphenation hints. So you can have backslash hyphenation like post dash disaster, this dash as dash star. All right. So if you do that, so backslash dash for manual breaks. If you want manual breaks, you can do that. So language aware quotes come from CX code plus your language stack. Okay. Then you have 10.5, which is talking about highlighting, code highlighting. If you want to for code highlighting, you can use listings versus minted. So first of all, we go for listings. So in this case, no external depths. So here you have something like yeah, I want to share everything at once. So use package listings. You now have LST defined style, my style. Basic style is TT family, small. Numbers left. Number set 8 point. Fragile is single. Break lines is true. Tab size is 2. Keyword style BF series. Comment style IT shape. Show string space false. LST set. You have style equals my style. Then begin LS listing. Language is Python. Caption example Python snippet. So like this simply defines Fibonacci sequence. So if you want to you know, like you want to show something just the way it is. Okay, that's where listing comes in. Okay, okay. I don't know if this is the best place to talk about what is it called now? There's this thing. If you want something to appear just exactly the way it is, um, I think we begin verbatim and end verbatim. So let's see if we get to talk about that subsequently. But listing, like you want to bring out, yeah, yeah, maybe you have a code format and you want it to appear exactly the way it should be, then you can use ls listing. So this is this portion now. So you have the code in between. So you begin LST listing and LST listing, and you put the code in between, and then it comes with a caption. Then you can also use pigments. What we're talking about is code. We're talking about code highlighting, right? So here now, the next thing is to talk about minted. So you have pigments or best colors or themes. I don't know that. I think maybe that's called pigments. I'm not sure. So this requires shell escape to call Python pigments and pigments installed. So compile with Lua LaTeX dash shell escape main.tech. Then you can use package minted. So set minted, frame is single, break lines is true, font size is backslash small. Line numbers is true. Then begin minted. Escape insert. So you have auto global Python. Then you have this kind of thing. So it's more like you want to write a code like what we did before. So listed or minted can be used like that. So when to choose which. So use listings for portability. There's no shell escape, and you can use minted for richer Lexas or themes. Consider CI/CD support for shell escape. And then we move on to custom commands and reusable environments. So in this case, now it's more like you're customizing certain commands, so you can always use them later. For instance, commands for consistent styling. So you have inline code and important terms. So you have new command, term1, text BF color, midnight blue. Then new command, inline code. You have one again, text TT1. So and again, you have parameterized. So this is for inline code and important terms, right? So if you want to talk about important terms, you can refer to this. Then you have parameterized callout, new command, callout, royal blue, text color. You have that. So a reusable theorem like uh, box, no math package required now. So if you don't want to use math package and you want to have a theorem like kind of environment, so you can use package T color box. Uh, okay. So use package T color box. T sets TCB sets callback equals white call frame is royal blue. Exclamation 50 exclamation black. So it's like this is a mixture. I think 50% of royal blue and the rest is also black, 50%. Then box with 0.6 points, arc is 2 points, and then you have newt color box, and you have this whole thing. And the usage will now be like begin definition box, because you have it up here already specified what you want it to be like. The begin definition box, and you have callback royal blue to your definition here, and then you have this. So it's like you want to do some special, anytime you want to do a definition, it's more like when you're writing a book and you want every definition to come in a particular way. Then you have argument and validation with XPath, which is advanced now. So use package XPath, new documents command, feature MO. Then you have text BF, this if validity, then feature, you now have polyglossia, language aware typesetting in that case. So let's talk about page list and float polish. So for page list and float polish now, so you have list with tight control. So you can use package enum item, all right? Then set list item sep is 2 points, top sep is 4 points. So we've done listing before where you do things like begin enumerate, end enumerate, begin itemize, end itemize. So itemize is for bullets, enumerate is for numbering, right? And then I also explained how we can do nested numbering and all of that. So you have figures and tables, captions and spacing. So use package label font equals BF caption, then use package sub caption for sub figures, then use package graphics, which includes graphics, and you have graphics pack for figures and all that. The example figure scaffold, you have begin figure, HTTP, centering, include graphics, width is this and all that. And the diagram itself is, of course, it can be in PDF format, PNG format, or JPEG. And then caption is system overview, then label a fig overview, and you end figure like this. So, but you have set this up there for, for the table, for the way that you would like the table to look like. I mean, the figures are actually to look like, okay? So that's talking about page, fig, list, and float polish. Now we have 10.8, which is building profiles, which is make it easy to compile, right? So here you say make file, optional quality of life, engine is lower tech, main is main, all, engine interaction non-stop mode. On comment next two lines, if using LaTeX or Babel, then Babel is main engine, interaction non-stop, and all these kind of things. So, I mean, that looks a bit like Greek. I don't know. So, you have quick styling recipes. So, quick styling recipes. So, you have tighter paragraphs. For tighter paragraphs, you can do set length, paragraph skip 0.4 EM, and set length, paragraph indent 1 EM. So, this will tune it tastefully. If you want tighter paragraphs, you can do this. Paragraph skip normally will actually help you to make sure that if you start with a paragraph, the next paragraph will have no indents at all. So you don't have to use backslash no indent to remove indents. And you have color accent, so you can define the palette, you define color brand, HTML, all this. Then using headings or boxes. Then you can have small caps for acronyms. So you have text, SP, API, or new command like this. Consistent callouts, you can write items in term and code in inline code like that. You can have professional spacing, e.g., rely on microtype, avoid manual kerning unless necessary. Then we go for 10.10, which is where we see everything coming together with the mini project where we have a polished multi-section technical report. So our goal is to produce a 3 to 6 page report showcasing advanced styling, multilingual snippets, and code listings. Okay. So the checklist is you have engine and fonts. So use LaTeX with Fontspec and set a serif or sans or monotriad. Then language, set default English, add a short Japanese paragraph and a German sentence using Polyglossia. Then typography, enable microtype, CS quotes, custom section colors via title sec. Then code, include one Python snippet, either listings or minted, caption and numbered. Then reusable UI, define a definition box and use it twice, e.g. problem statement, assumptions. Then you have links, style hyperlinks with color accessible contrast. Then figures, optional. Add one figure scaffold with label or ref. Then build, provide a short make file target. If using minted, compare with shell escape. Then this is a skeleton to start, and that is where we get to work. But before I go for that, let me show some troubleshooting gotcha very fast. So you have minted errors. So if you have errors with minted, you make sure you have to compile with shell escape and ensure pigment is installed. Then for missing glyphs, you can pick a font with a script coverage, e.g. CJK via Noto CJK. Then over full boxes, you can allow hyphenation and add sloppy sparingly or rephrase. Then for clashing language tags, don't load both Babel and Polyglossia. I mean, we saw that already that you either use Babel on its own or use Polyglossia on its own. You don't put the two of them together. Inconsistent look, you can centralize style in commands and environments, avoid inline formatting. So make sure any formatting you're doing covers the whole document. So back to our mini project. So I'm just going to copy this now and just paste it right into the into Overleaf, which is the easiest. And you can easily copy that also into Text Studio. All right. Although, I mean, sometimes Overleaf helps you to get over some errors, but Text Studio will not do that. So for Text Studio, you may need a little bit more of knowledge to be able to take charge of whatever might be wrong, as you can see. So here now, I'm just going to create a new file. I'm going to call it article 12, article12.tech. Then I create this. I just paste. So now that I've pasted this, so it's going to be automatically recompiled. Okay, I guess something is wrong here. I'll do that again. Okay, I think the issue is that I have brought in unnecessary things. Like all these ones now are not necessary, yeah. I forgot to remove them. So now the recompiling will be done again. What might be the problem here? I think we should be fine now. Documents class, end document. Yeah, everything is in order. Okay, I'll take it out again. In fact, I can even delete this. I'll just delete this. In fact, I leave overleaf altogether. Come back again, right? And then go back to overleaf. Then do this. Then I can create article 12 now. New file. So I have article 12. Then I create this. Paste this now. Let's hope this works now. Okay, we still have issues. Okay, font spec. If font spec is a problem, okay, let's see. Let's suggest a fix. Okay, it says we should remove the package from our preamble. Okay. That was what I thought too. So I might just comment it. Okay, so font spec requires another kind of LaTeX thing. So I'm just going to comment it out. To comment things out here, you use package. I mean, you use a %. Okay, we still have a problem with that. So everything font spec may have to go. Okay, like this is not their thing. Let me see what this one will suggest to me again. Okay, to on comment line 5 to enable font. Okay. Now it's telling me to uncomment that again because those are required to to make those things work. So I might just comment out all of those things. So it says I should do this again. So back to where we came from. So same story. Okay. If that's going to be a problem, I can just comment out everything font spec because here I think we're basically using PDF LaTeX. So if it gives me an error again, I'll look at what I need to comment again. Yeah, I think I don't want to leave PDF LaTeX actually. So I guess we need to comment more things out. What can I do now? I just want to work with. Mm, okay, can I see the lines? So all these XE LaTeX, lower LaTeX are the things that are causing this issue. But I'm using PDF LaTeX, and I'm not interested in going beyond that for now. Mm, okay, let me remove this and come back again. See if I can get some fresh insight into the error. Okay, it's still what it is. Um, okay, you know what I'm going to do? So I'm going to go back, come back here and say, so I'm going to come back here and have the, okay, this is how it goes. Shouldn't be, should be smaller than this. Text. Okay. Okay, I'm going to take this to ChatGPT and try to remove anything that is not PDF LaTeX. Okay. So I just take it to ChatGPT and remove everything that is lower LaTeX. Remove everything not related to PDF LaTeX or LaTeX. So, okay, I guess I need to get rid of this too. Okay, let me just do that. So at the end of the day, we only have things related to only PDF LaTeX. The Fontspec, Polyglossia, all those things are gone. So we can just have something related to LaTeX alone. I think that's all we can handle for now. Yeah, I think, yeah. So with this now, we are good to go. I just copy this and take it back. And then I think we should have no problems anymore. And this should work fine. Yeah, it's looking like it's gonna work. Good. So you can see this is stuff of beauty, right? Okay. I can even tell LaTeX to uh make it a fuller report. Okay, make it a fuller report. It's like you just make up stuff, possibly. Aha. So to just make it into something more interesting. So I mean, what we have here already, right? It's looking pretty beautiful. So about this definition, problem statement, summarize the problem and goals, then list key assumptions concisely, you know. Then, I mean, you have something like a code here talking about data class in Python, I believe. Okay. So we have something fuller now. It's quite lengthy, but that's cool. So I come back, paste. and then this automatically updates. Yeah, we have that. So see now, it says a polished technical report with code and visual elements. Heading Department of Computational Science, University of somewhere, this technical report demonstrates blah, 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 talking about abstract now. So you see, and that abstract, of course, is coming between begin abstract, end abstract, as we saw before. You can see begin abstract, end abstract, like that. Then introduction efficiently documents computation and experiment that requires clarity. So you have this introduction here, and this goes to this is about definition, and then you have background. The report applies basic concepts in data modeling and algorithmic computation to illustrate LaTeX structuring. Then you have some methods here. This section describes blah 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 data generation and analysis. So I mean, this can now be like a template you can use for any kind of reporting you want to do like that. So this can work pretty good for that. So you even have like if you want to deal with pictures, so you have how do you make this kind of pictures? Yeah, I think this is very common. So you can just use example dash image dash A. So anytime you use that, it will come out like this. Then the other ones, example dash image dash B, example dash image dash C. These are the kind of things you have there. So this one has example convergence visualization produced by the algorithm. Then you have side-by-side comparison of algorithm stages. That's just as placeholder. So for conclusion, you have this document demonstrated how to produce a polished technical report using PDF LaTeX. So I mean, this is a template you can use for more serious things. So if you want a copy of this, I mean, you can just let me know. If you want to have a copy of this, feel free to let me know. So you see all the things deployed, the old geometry, microtype, font tank, input tank, Babel, because we're using English, L modern, and then we have midnight blue, royal blue, and all these things. Okay, maybe I should even go ahead and say include Japanese language, include Japanese and German languages Let's see if that's possible in this case. Okay. So it says here's a full Polish technical report that is fully compatible with PDF LaTeX, but now also includes Japanese and German text using the CJK UTF-8 package for Japanese and Babel for German. This setup does not require XC LaTeX or Lua LaTeX, so it works perfectly under PDF LaTeX while preserving multilingual capability. So you don't need all those things to do other languages. That's the essence. That's what we have seen with this now. Okay, so we have something German right here, and we have something Japanese right here. Kono kore wa Nihongo no uh caption. Oh, something something like my Japanese. I still have issues with some characters, but it's okay. Just I get by as far as Japanese is concerned. So now we have this whole thing polished out for us. So now Babel so you see this whole CJKUTF for Japanese next, and for German you have it up here. So you see this thing. So we have Japanese coming up here. These examples confirm that multilingual text can appear seamlessly inside one report, and you have German here, dies ist, Corsa, Piazza, something something. So you have all of these things right there. So you can actually have as much things as you want to have. And then we still have some Japanese thing down there. So the only thing is that when you want to do that other language, so you have CJK family mean, so you have kono gikyun to what? Okay, gikyu gi oh kono document, sorry. Kono document, and then all these other characters, they are beyond me for now, so it's okay. So the only thing is that anytime you want to do CJK anything, you have to uh, just call for those like that. So you have CJK family minimum, then you end the CJK. So yeah, so I think this is a very sweet template. If you want to write a report, this is a very nice template to use. A polished multilingual technical report with code and visualizing elements. So you see, we have sections. Of course, I like my sections to have numbers. So you can see this introduction now doesn't have a dot rather after it. So I can just come up here and just add sec dots to anything that doesn't have all this extra thing. That's where I recommend you put sec dots. And once you start typing, it gives you the option. So you can now see sec dot now. By the time this one is rerun, you can then have you have a dot after the sections. Is it recompiling? Should recompile and show me the dots. Okay, looks like that doesn't work in this case. Really? Interesting. Sec dot. Sec dot should work. Okay, for some weird reason it doesn't work here. Interesting. Maybe it doesn't it's not compatible with all the other functionalities. I don't know. So we even have like German at this beginning that one, right? Okay, let's just go through this. Like I'll just go through this. So we have all the CX quotes, T color. So because of all the colors you're seeing is because of all these things that have been done here. So and they're basically for definition boxes. Then for the listings, you have all this royal blue, blah blah blah. Then for graphics, you have graphics, caption, sub caption. For title and metadata, you have all this thing, your name. So you can put your name, university of whatever, your affiliations, right? Then documents, start Japanese text environment. So this is it. So begin CGK. Okay, so we can use begin CJK. As you begin documents, you can also begin CJK and all that. Okay, so you begin that there, and then you end it even before end document. Okay, so that's how that works here. So we have the technical report. So this is LaTeX, then PDF LaTeX in 76. So that's the outcome here. So for this LaTeX and PDF LaTeX, it combines English, German, and Japanese text along with color styling, definition, and blah blah. So that's abstract. So the whole thing here is abstract. Zusammenfassung. I wonder why. Maybe that's what abstract is called in German. In German, I'm not sure. Then you have all this introduction definition box now. So that's what you have here, this colorful definition box you have up here. Okay, so you have some examples. Then for if you want to do German now, so you now say select language German, no indent text, douche, do est, blah, 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 all that story. And then you skip again, you go back to your English. So for German, you can switch from German and all that. Then no indent. Now for Japanese, then you have CJK family mean and you write whatever Japanese thing you want to write. Then med skip, you have these examples confirm that multilingual text can appear seamlessly. So med skip is like you skip it, you skip a little bit, but you can also do big skip, right? So you see the skip you have here, right? It's just little. So if you want big skip, you can do that. I think we saw that in the previous video when we're talking about spacing and all that. So so you can see it's a big wider now. All right. So if you even want it more wide, even wider, you can use a vertical. You can use V space, yeah, and then you specify maybe centimeter or inches or something. Then for background now, so you have definition. Theoretical linguistic integration enhances clarity and cross-cultural communication in documentation. That's what appears in this place like this. Then again, if you want to say something German, you select language and German, no indent, you write the whole German thing right there. You have that again. Where is that now? Yeah, you have this is it right here. Okay. Then when you're done with German again, you select language English. Why are you selecting? You see, for Babel, you have chosen English and German. If you have any other language stated there, you can anytime you want to use that language, you just say select. So once you select the language, you can keep writing. The only thing that the Japanese one is different, so you have to use it after begin document and end document. So for methods now, this is what we now have here. So it talks about algorithm overview. The following iterative computation demonstrates how code can be included and explained. So, this shows you the code in a box, and that is using ls listing. And you see the language we're using here is Python. The caption is reference implementation of an iterative update algorithm from data class, import data class. That's what you have from this whole place now. So in 3.2 now you have a subsection that is it right here, data generation and analysis. So the algorithm iteratively updates the value of X, storing intermediate results in history. Such an approach provides a foundation for modeling simple dynamical systems. And then you go ahead and talk about the results. So it's like this is a very full report of whatever it is you must have you might be doing. Maybe you have a term paper or something. So results can be visualized through figures and tables. Below is an example of placeholder figure illustrating convergence. Okay, so you have results can be visualized. So multilingual figure captions are also possible. So you can do multilingual figure caption. So let's see here now we have example convergence something something. B, the caption is in German. So we'll see how that is done. And then for the third one, it's in Japanese. Okay. So for the first one, we have an English caption, but for the German one, so we select language and German, and you have the caption. That is why you have for B now, you have that caption here, English, German, and the third caption is Japanese. So this includes the whole. So in that case now, after you use German, you select English again. But then because you want to use Japanese, now do CJK family mean, and then you do your Japanese thing here, and you have the conclusion right here. The results confirm that multilingual text documents can be successfully compiled. So that's what we have. Uh, you know, that's what we have for the conclusion. Uh, Okay, discussion, sorry. That's still discussion, not conclusion yet. So this is still the discussion. And then it has, so you can come to German where you have the combination, you have all of that thing. And then, uh, okay. So, and then you can also do something in Japanese. So, I mean, just note the flow. Anytime you need anytime you need German, you select language and German. Anytime you need English, after you're done with that, you select language English. If you need Japanese, you now do backslash CGK family me, no indent, and you put whatever. So, Sarah ni, something can go called documents, blah, blah. There are different I mean, the import is what is said before, so that you can have a document in different languages. Then in conclusion now, you can have a text BF summary. This report demonstrates, and that also comes out. I mean, these are the figures we saw them before. So you have that coming in a definition framework, begin definition box, end definition box, and you have this. So this one is gray. Now, what if I say it's red? Okay. Of course, I mean I've updated it, so it automatically be updated, and we can see that instead of the gray now. So yeah, now you can see it's red, 10% of red. That's what this simply means. 10% red. All right. So that's what this is about. So what if I say 100% red? The whole thing will be red. So that 10 now tells you how much of red do you want in that place. So you see it's all red now, right? So what if I want to use yellow? Okay. I hope yellow works. Let me try. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Okay, it should automatically update now, except if that doesn't work. Yeah, so yellow works here. So we have that much power. So in summary, you use bullets to do in summary, PDF LaTeX support multilingual writing with Babel and CJK UTF-8. You can mix European and Asian scripts in the same report. Definition boxes, color code sections, and listings improve readability. Figures and captions can also appear in multiple languages. Now, this yellow. Okay, let's say you want to mix, which two colors are very good to mix? Yellow and green. So let's say, no, yellow and blue, actually. So let's say you want 50% of yellow and 50% of, say, green. So you can say yellow exclamation, 50 exclamation green. So this is like a mixture, 50% yellow, 50% green. Okay. Does it mean, okay, green overshadows yellow, right? Because it's a mix. Okay, let's say red and blue, right? Gives purple. So let's mix red and blue in proportions 50-50, and let's see what happens in that case. I don't think this captures what we're expecting. Yeah, exactly. So this is it now. So it's like we mix red and purple together, blue and together, it's like purple. So when we mix red and red and yellow, no, red and yellow should be purple, right? Now, how do blue and I've forgotten those color mixes. Blue and okay, I mean let's just leave this alone. So you have all the yeah. So I'm just going to copy this now, okay, and put it in uh and put it in Text Studio. So it's exactly the same thing. I suspect we may have some errors. If there's an error, I'll just keep moving. Most likely there shouldn't be an error in this case since we're not bringing anything from outside. So I think you should just walk straight. Yeah, it's looking hopeful, but no guarantees until we get the final PDF document output. Okay, taking a bit of time, of course, because there's so many functionalities. Okay. Process started, still on. Okay, so as expected, there are issues that we may need to fix as far as this is concerned. But I mean, Overleaf gives us our deal. And of course, don't forget, you can always upload, I mean, download. Yeah, you can always download what we've done now. So, and you get it in your downloads from here. You just click on this and you have the document. All right, this is what we've made from page 1 to page 4, like that. Okay. So with that in place, I'm just going to copy this now and put it back on uh, Google Colab to so that I can always get it whenever I need it. So in case if you request for this, I can give it to you and you can use it as a template for report writing. So you just need to fill in the parts and follow the formalization, follow the styling, and then do your thing. So it can be pretty beautiful. All right, so with this, I come to the very end of this video talking about advanced styling and customization, right? Advanced styling and customization in LaTeX. Yeah. So don't forget some troubleshooting. Okay, I guess this can go now. Uh, so don't forget some troubleshooting and gotchas that can be very helpful. Part of it is don't use Babel and Polyglossia together, you know. But I mean, if you're using PDF LaTeX, Babel is just it. And you don't probably, but once you've seen that, you don't necessarily need Polyglossia before you can work in German or maybe even French and all that. Okay. So with all that done, I come to the end of this video. Let me know how helpful this is for you. And if there's something else you'd like me to try out, feel very free to let me know. If you have subscribed already, I thank you very much. If you have not subscribed, of course, you'll be missing a lot if you remain unsubscribed, right? So you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you can always get alerted each time a new video is released. Having done that, you can actually click on join to become a member of this channel, and that gives you some special privileges. Okay. Ultimately, don't forget to comment, like, and share so that more people can have access to the great content I have going on here. Till I come your way again, keep doing LaTeX right. Bye.